Nkem stole for many years, but one mistake awakened spirits that demanded justice. She didn't know that the girl she robbed wasn't human until the ghost came for her. This is the story of Nkem, a young girl who wouldn't stop stealing until one mysterious theft changed her life forever. A child with restless hands. From the day Nkem learned to walk in Obichi village, her hands could not stay still. If something shiny or interesting lay around, you could be sure Nkem would pick it up and hide it somewhere. It started with small things. Her mother's biscuits from the kitchen. Her brother's pencil. Her auntie's earrings. Everyone thought it was childish mischief, the kind that would fade as she grew older. But it didn't. At all. Her father, a strict man, would warn her. Nkem, if you no stop this habit, one day you go enter trouble where prayer no fit solve. He flogged her, scolded her, even knelt with her for family prayers. Her mother cried to pastors, took her to deliverance services, poured anointing oil on her head, and even fasted for her. Still, Nkem did not stop. Whether she was at home, in church, or in school, things went missing. One Sunday after service, the choir mistress shouted, "My pen done lost oh." Everyone turned slowly to look at Nkem. She bowed her head, pretending not to hear. But when they checked her bag, the pen was sitting quietly inside. Her father's face burned with shame. "This girl go kill me one day," he muttered. But Nkem's face remained blank, as if nothing was wrong. Inside her heart, she sometimes felt sorry. But the moment she saw something she wanted, her fingers would itch again. People began to whisper, "Not that girl dey thief anything we miss." Children in the compound stopped playing with her. Market women hid their goods when she passed. Nkem didn't care. "Who go give me if I no take am?" she would mutter to herself. Growing up into bigger crimes. As the years passed, Nkem's stealing became more deliberate and more dangerous. She was no longer the small girl stealing sweets or coins from her mother's bag. She now stole phones, jewelry, and even foodstuffs from the market without paying. Each time she escaped, she believed she was smart. When she finished secondary school and got admission into a university in Donma City, everyone hoped education would change her. They prayed over her luggage, gave her transport money, and warned her again and again. Her mother held her hands and said, "Nkem, I beg you. No shame us for this city. Leave this your dirty habit. You no know who you fit offend one day. I beg." Nkem smiled. "Mama, I go try," she said softly. But deep inside, she knew the truth. She had no real intention of stopping. Life in Donma City. Life in the city felt different. The air was busier. The people moved fast. Everyone seemed to be chasing something. Nkem rented a small room near her school in Donma City. A tiny place with a squeaky fan and a bed that groaned louder than the generator at night. At first, she tried to behave. She attended lectures, made a few friends, even went to fellowship once in a while. But temptation was everywhere. Every time she saw someone counting money or holding a fine phone, her heart beat fast and her fingers twitched. "No small one," she would whisper to herself. "Just one small thing. Nobody go even notice." But that small thing always turned into something bigger. The girl by the road. One hot afternoon, when the sun was angry and the air smelled of roasted corn and exhaust fumes, Nkem's destiny changed. She was walking along a busy road after lectures when she saw a young girl standing by the roadside, looking lost. The girl was light-skinned, neatly dressed, with clean braided hair, the kind that sounded like she had a little accent when she spoke. "Excuse me, please," the stranger said politely. "Can you help me find Baruma Market?" Nkem smiled sweetly. "Oh, no walla. I sabi the place. Make I show you small." They walked together, chatting about city life and school. Nkem pretended to be kind, but inside her mind another voice whispered, "Collect that her bag. You fit see something better inside." As they reached the corner, the girl paused to adjust her sandals. That was Nkem's chance. Quick as lightning, she snatched the girl's handbag and ran. "Hey! My bag," the girl shouted. But she didn't chase him. She just stood there, quietly staring, her eyes too calm for someone who had just been robbed. The jackpot. Nkem ran until her legs burned. When she finally reached her room, she locked the door and leaned against it, panting. Her hands shook as she opened the bag. Inside were bundles of crisp dollars, brand new notes staring back at her. Jesus, she gasped. No jackpot be this. She counted quickly. About $5,000. Under the money, she found a shiny iPhone 16 Pro Max and a thick gold chain. For a moment, she forgot to breathe. She laughed, danced, rolled on her bed. God don't butter my bread, she shouted. The next day, she exchanged the dollars for naira, bought new clothes, fixed her hair, and even moved to a bigger lodge. She posted pictures online with the caption, "New me. New beginning." But that night, something changed. The haunting begins. As she scrolled through her phone, a strange cold wind blew across her room. The windows were shut. But her mirror fogged up, as if someone had breathed on it. She looked at her reflected. And thought she saw a shadow move behind her. "No, my eyes they worry me," she forced a laugh. "Make I rest abeg." But deep inside, something whispered, "This money no clean." From that night, Nkem's life twisted like a soaked rope. Soft outside, heavy inside. At first, it was small things. She woke up to find her mirror misty even when the room was dry. Her phone played strange sounds in the middle of the night. Whispers, like someone breathing near her ears. Sometimes she heard her name. Nkem. But when she turned, no one was there. She tried to ignore it. "Maybe I did think too much," she told herself. She went out more, trying to enjoy her new life, shopping, clubbing, eating fancy food. But happiness never stayed long. The face in the mirror. One evening, she was brushing her hair in front of the mirror when something strange happened. Her reflection smiled back at her. Even though she wasn't smiling. She froze. Then the reflection blinked on its own, tilted its head, and suddenly changed. The face staring at her was not hers anymore. It was the face of the same girl she had stolen from. "You think you go chop my sweat and rest?" The reflection whispered. Nkem screamed. She grabbed the mirror and smashed it on the floor. Pieces scattered everywhere. She ran out of the room barefoot, crying, "Jesus! Jesus! Help me! Somebody help me!" Her neighbors rushed in, but when they entered, they saw nothing strange. The mirror was whole, not broken. Her reflection was normal. From that day, Nkem was shadows and wet handprints. She began to feel heavy, like someone was sitting on her chest. She couldn't sleep. At night, shadows moved along her walls. Sometimes she woke up to find cold, wet handprints on her bedsheets. When she walked past mirrors or glass windows, she often saw 2 or 3 ghostly figures behind her, following her. Their eyes were dark. Their clothes looked wet, like people who had drowned. Her friends grew afraid. In class, she would suddenly shout, "Leave me alone." Even when no one had spoken. She started laughing and crying at the same time. "This girl don't dey craze." One of her roommates whispered. Soon, nobody wanted to share a room with her. Nkem's body began to change. Her cheek sank. Her skin lost its color. A strange smell followed her everywhere. Even dogs barked angrily when she passed. Back to the village. Finally, Nkem packed her bags and returned to Obichi village. Her mother burst into tears when she saw her. Her daughter looked half dead. "Mama," Nkem whispered. "I don't offend spirit. The girl where I thief from, she no be ordinary person." Her father called pastors, prophets, even herbalists. They prayed, poured oil, shouted, and commanded the spirit to leave. But Nkem's eyes rolled back and she screamed in voices that were not hers. The pastor finally stepped back, shaking his head. "We no fit help this one," he said quietly. "This one pass prayer. No lesson she must learn by herself. The price of balance. It was the village chief priest of Obichi who finally revealed the truth after consulting the spirits. His voice was deep and tired. "The curse we hold this girl no go break," he said. "Until another person steals from her. Until then, she go carry the spirit of guilt and shame anywhere she go." The words cut through Nkem like a blade. She knelt down, crying. "So no thief go save thief." The priest nodded slowly. "No so the world balance itself. Wetin you take wrongly, only another loss fit clean am." That night, Nkem lay awake, trembling. The spirits whispered around her, mocking her. But she knew what she had to do. She would become the bait. The bait in the thief street. At dawn, Nkem didn't wait for anyone. She packed a leather bag with everything she had stolen from the mysterious girl. The remaining money. The iPhone 16 Pro Max. The gold chain. She greeted her mother with tears in her eyes. "Mama, if I no come back, no cry too much. Just no say I try make peace with wetin I cause." Her mother held her tightly. "Nkem, you sure say you go come back?" Nkem nodded. "Not the only way. If another person no steal from me, I no go ever rest." She traveled back to Doma City. The journey felt long and heavy. Every bump sounded like a heartbeat. Every horn like a spirit calling her name. When she arrived, she did not go back to her old lodge. Instead, she went to a notorious street known for bad boys and thieves. An area where even police avoided at night. She had already converted and gathered everything back into that one bag. She looked at it and whispered, "If no my freedom go come, make it come quick." Nkem wore her finest dress and acted like a rich girl. She walked slowly along the street, pretending to make a call. "Hello, baby," she said loudly, laughing. "Yes, I go wire you the $500 tomorrow. No worry." She pulled out a few dollar notes, fanned herself, and put them back. Just to attract attention. Within minutes, she noticed two rough-looking men sitting by a kiki at the corner, watching her. One whispered, "Guy, see that babe wey dey carry dollar. She no say this street no be joke." The other grinned. "Make we collect am sharp sharp." Nkem kept walking, pretending not to notice. Her heart hammered, but she kept praying inside. "God, abeg. Let this thing end. The thieves take the curse." Suddenly the men stood up. One moved behind her, the other in front. Before she could blink, they snatched the bag from her shoulders and ran toward the kiki. She didn't chase them. She just stood there, breathing heavily. Then she smiled. A small, tired smile. And shouted, "Wait. Una forget the phone." The thief stopped for a moment, confused. "Which phone?" one asked. She lifted the iPhone in her hand. "This one. Take am join the bag," she said. They hesitated, thinking it was a trick. But Nkem stretched the phone toward them. "Take am. Not your own." The man shrugged, grabbed the phone, and jumped back into the kiki. They sped off. Nkem knelt on the dusty road, raised her hands to the sky, and began to cry. "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I done free. I done finally free." People passing by stared at her like she was mad. Some laughed. "Madam, you well so?" one man asked. "Them just rob you, and you did there, thank God." Nkem smiled weakly. "Una no understand wetin these people just do for me," she said. "Since the day I thief from one girl, my life never balance. The spirit of that girl no gree leave me. But today, them don't carry my curse go. I done free at last." The men looked at each other, faces pale. "Make we follow those boys return the bag," one suggested. Nkem shook her head. "If una return am, the curse go still follow me. But as them don't carry am go. They don't carry my shame, my weight, my curse. Not them go bear the consequences now." They stared at her for a moment, then slowly walked away. The spirits move on. Far away, in a quiet corner of the city, the two thieves parked behind an abandoned building. They laughed as they opened the bag. "This woman no fool," one said. "She dey thank God say we thief am." But their laughter died quickly. The money inside looked wrong. The notes were damp, stained, like they had been soaked in water too long. The gold chain looked dull and lifeless. The iPhone screen flickered like it was breathing. The air around them changed. Cold, thick, smelling like old rain and wet graves. One thief swallowed hard. "Guy, you feel that?" The other nodded slowly. "Wetin be this?" From the corner of the broken wall, a shadow moved. Then another. Two pale figures appeared. Women with wet hair clinging to their faces. Eyes dark like bottomless holes. They were smiling. "Guy, run," the first thief shouted. He tried to move, but his legs felt heavy, like something was sitting on him. The whispers came. The same whispers that had tormented Kem. "You take wetin no be your own. You thief from thief. Now we go follow you." The iPhone slipped from their hands and cracked on the ground. The bag fell open. The dollar notes scattered into the wind like dry leaves. Somewhere far away, Kem felt a lightness in her step. The wind brushed her face gently. For a moment, she thought she heard faint screams from a distance. She didn't look back. "No so spirit take balance the world," she whispered. And she walked on, disappearing into the night. A new life. They said Kem later left Doma City and returned to Obichi village. She started a small business and lived quietly. She never touched another person's property again. Whenever she saw small children trying to steal, she would hold their hands and say, "No do am. If you thief, spirit fit thief your peace." Moral lessons from Kem's story. 1. Stealing always has a cost. You may escape humans, but you cannot escape consequences, seen and unseen. 2. What you take unjustly will steal your peace. Kem got money, phone, and luxury, but lost sleep, sanity, and safety. 3. Bad habits grow if not corrected early. Small childhood stealing became a lifelong bondage. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more African story.